Come this time next year, you may be able to bet on the NCAA championship in North Carolina. That's because a new bill was filed this morning resurrecting the issue. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live at the legislative building with how this would work. Laura.
Renee, North Carolina lawmakers are trying once again to legalize mobile sports gambling in the state. You might remember an attempt last year failed by a single vote in the state house. The bill filed today has the backing of House leadership. It would allow betting on college, professional, electronic, and Olympic sports. The state would sell licenses to up to a dozen operators for more than maybe $1 million apiece. The state would get a cut of the revenue, 14%. The State Lottery Commission would be in charge of overseeing the business. More than 20 other states have legalized sports betting since the U.S. Supreme Court struck down a federal ban on it in 2018. Virginia legalized it just 2 years ago, and last year they took in about $50 million in taxes. Some states do not allow betting on in-state college teams, but North Carolina's bill would allow it. WRAL investigative sports reporter Brian Murphy says that was a key sticking point that led to last year's defeat. He thinks its odds are better this year.
The composition of the House has changed dramatically. About 25% of the House has turned over. On average, the people are younger. They may have more familiarity with how this works and may have less objections to it. So I know that supporters of the bill are very optimistic. They have the votes in both the House and the Senate to get this done.
The bill would also allow betting lounges at some venues like PNC Arena and Wake Med Soccer Park in Cary. The professional sports teams have been urging lawmakers to legalize sports gambling. They say people are betting anyway, and the state should regulate and tax it. But critics are concerned it will lead to an increase in problem gambling or gambling addiction. Renee?
A lot to consider as the state thinks about opening the floodgates here. Laura Leslie live at the state legislature.